Hi, happy Friday everyone. I wanted to make a little post. I just got a question through social media asking about what we can do when we have like a sinus flare-up or a chronic sinus issue. And that's a really great question. There's lots of things that we can do at home. And of course, following your doctor's recommendations is always best, or your naturopath, whoever you're working with. But we can do some good things too to help loosen it up. So Christina, if you're watching, this is for you. So oftentimes when I have sinus pressure, I like to open things up first with a facial steam. So boil your kettle, add the hot water into a dish that can hold hot water, and just lean over it, trying to breathe in and out from your nose. You can also bring a towel up and over the head, either partially covering you or completely covering you, just to create like a little tent environment. And again, breathing in and out the nose. Sometimes people like to add essential oils like eucalyptus or pine. Sometimes for infection, like tea tree and lavender would be really, really nice, because we do want to help things soothe and calm and bring down the inflammation. So when things are nice and soft, that's when we can do some self-massage. So what I like to do is start along the eyebrows, starting in the center around the nose. I'm taking my fingers and I'm pushing gently. Now, if you're super, super sore, just do one side at a time. So we're gonna start with one side, and we're working all the way down along the eyebrow. I'm not giving you the finger. I just like to use my fire finger to massage because it's a good pressure. You can also use your pointer finger and your fire finger. And we're massaging along the eyebrows. This is for sinus congestion, self-massage. I like to then follow up with the temples, sort of loosening things around. And when I massage my temples, I can feel it into my sinuses, into my nose. Everything's connected. So we're gonna massage, just drawing little circles into the temporalis muscle. If your head is sore elsewhere, expand, spread the fingers and massage into the hair, into the head, anywhere where you are tight and sore. I've given myself a great hairdo. Okay, so after eyebrows are done and temporalis is done, we're gonna work down this part of the sinus pathway. And again, I like to do this one side at a time because sometimes double-sided is painful. So starting on one side, and all I'm doing is I'm gently pressing in and I'm releasing. So this is exaggerated, in and releasing. And I'm following this sort of drainage pathway here. So in, okay, and we want to do both sides. And you might notice that one side feels firm, one side is a little bit more tender. Okay, and then we're going to do both sides together as long as it's not too sore. And again, just gentle pressure, pressing in and releasing, following along your cheekbone here, your zygomatic arch, which is like one of my favorite bones to say. Okay, and then we're gonna drag. So we're gonna drag the fingers down towards the sides of the mouth, making some good funny faces. Good, and then we're gonna return to the eyebrows and we're gonna drag along the eyebrows. If one side at a time feels better, just do one side at a time. Okay, so this is for sinus pressure, and then returning to the temporalis. Yeah. You might also feel this in your jaw, so you can drag and push the jaw muscles. You can pull on the ears, so I'm taking my thumb and my pointer finger, and I'm pulling down. Anything to sort of get the bones of the face moving just a little bit. Help those sinuses clear. Okay, and then return to whatever feels good. So this is a good spot for me. I can feel that it's needing some more massage because it's a little bit tighter. Maybe you feel some trigger points release. Again, working along the eyebrows. So do that until you're ready to move on, and then we're going to start with the forehead. One side of the forehead, we're just drawing little circles. And we're going to follow the arc of the eyebrow down into the temporalis. Little circles. I can feel my nasal passages opening. Okay, maybe at the same time, little circles. And then when you're done, you're gonna reach the fingers into the scalp again. We wanna see if we can get the scalp to move around on skull bones a little bit, just a tiny bit. Okay, wherever it feels good. And then we're gonna do some tapoma, some gentle finger tapping, and close the eyes. Don't poke yourself in the eye. I like to start in the center and then work to the outsides of the forehead. And this is gonna help shake things from the sinuses, and just use a light enough pressure so that it doesn't hurt. Okay. Sometimes what I like to do too is take my fingers, bring the backs of my fingers together, and I find that place where the skull bones meet in the middle of the head, and I press down. And when I do this right now, I can feel it open right here across the nose. Okay. Pressing down. Self-massage tips for sinus issues. And then when you're done, you can see if anything needs a little bit of a follow-up. You can return to your steam, and only steam for as long as it feels good. You might be okay for a minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, see what feels good. So again, we're leaning over the steam, we're breathing it in. You can cover your head with a towel to bring yourself into a little steam tent, but for some people that might not be comfortable. Breathing in and out through the nose. Then when you're done, you can remove your steam, set it to the side, and you can take a cold cloth and place the cold cloth across the eyebrows, making sure that it's not too cold on the eyes. We don't want to hurt the eyes with the cold. Okay, and yeah, repeat as much as you need to. All right, so this was for Christina. I hope this helps you feel a little bit better. Anybody else who has sinus issues, try it, give it a shot. Self massage, some self-love on Friday. Take care, everyone.